Yo, what's up, y'all? So real quick, we're gonna go through a watch list for tomorrow. Tomorrow being September 7th, 2022. We got one stock I'm looking at for a continuation to the downside, and then we got two that we're looking at going to the upside. So we're looking at three stocks, and we're gonna go ahead and get into it. All right. So the first stock to the downside is Johnson and Johnson. One of the things that we're noting is I might actually move this trend line. I'm gonna connect these instead. All right. So one of the things we're noticing is even though I can't seem to get this perfect trend line like I want, we're noticing that we are making those. There we go. We are making those lower highs. All right. So we're showing that we're in that trend down. Right. Our highs continue to get lower. Our swing highs continue to get lower, which are those moves back up. And then our lows are also getting lower. All right. So when we're having continuous lower lows, such as these moves lower here, right? And we also are having those lower highs, which I'll show with a different color. We have our highs continuing to decrease as well. When we get these moves back up, we're confirming the downtrend. Okay. So the reason I'm looking at Johnson and Johnson for puts, let me go ahead and clear that up, is because we have stalled out. So we based around here, right? So we're continuing to make lower lows, continue to make lower highs. We've already made a high here, and this got rejected, right? So this technically isn't an inside day, although it looks like one, because we are 2 cents higher on the sixth candle than the fifth, right? So we're not completely inside technically, but buyers did lose the battle here today, and they got rejected pretty heavy. All right, so we're looking for a bearish continuation. First target, if we were going to trade it as an inside day, a 212 reversal will have us targeting the low of this candle. But we're going to look at taking this down. This could be a day trade or a swing trade back down to this low here, which is at 161.27. And then, of course, we break that. Then we're going to continue our pattern of making lower lows. All right, so I'm just going to set an alert for 160.72, 162.72. Just a little ding for me. I'm gonna let me know that hey, J&J has made a 10-cent move below the previous low, which is gonna let me know that we're starting to move down. And as always, I come back and I check the chart to see if we're still moving that way. And I'll look at the 1 minute, I'll look at the 5 minute, I'll look at the pre-market price movement, just so I have an idea of does it look like we're gonna bounce here, or does it look like we're testing this level and we're gonna continue to drop? So that's number one. Number two is gonna be plugged. Okay. And I'm fishing for potential PMGs here. Those are pivot machine guns. All right. So the reason I'm looking at plug is because one, we have this zone here that we see is going to be a heavy zone, right? We see it was resistance here, support, resistance, support, support, right? And now we're looking at it being supported again. All right. We're continuing to make lower highs. So we're getting those lows coming in, lower highs, lower lows, right? However, we've reached this support level and we still have higher highs, right? This is our recent high, it was here. So we still have that level above to shoot for the retracement back. So ultimately what we're looking at is us being in a zone right here. All right, so to trade in this zone for a move back up to the upside, I'm looking at going long on plug above 26.16, right? So trigger the alert for me. I'll check it out once I know that we're moving. And the reason I did about a a 5-cent difference is because it's a lower cost stock. So trying to keep it a little lower because that 5-10 cent difference is going to be a big deal on a stock that's 25 bucks. All right, but this is going to let me know we're moving to the upside and I can go ahead and take a look at it. I don't want to spend my time looking at stocks that aren't going the way I want to for me to take the entry. And then lastly, PXD, that's the same concept, right? We see a quick double bottom here, which will look a lot better on a 1 hour. We zoom out, right? We see that one, and then we see that we're starting to form a little base right here. All right, so looking at that, we also see that if we're going to swing it, we have gap targets above there. We have targets above for the gap fill here as well. All right. So we got some targets above for gap fills, and for PXD, I'm looking at the same idea to look at once we make a new high is when I want to see it. So I want to make sure we're making that move up. I don't want to enter prematurely. So I'm going to set an alert for 244. That's about 13 cents above that high. And that'll show me that, hey, our price movement today is taking over and making an outside candle compared to the previous day. So the thing I'm looking at is I don't want to get in this trade, say it goes up $1, right? I don't want to get in while it's still forming an inside candle. I want to know that we're moving above the previous price action. Buyers are beating out the sellers from the previous day, and we're starting to see some movement back to the upside. So that's it. Quick video, quick watch list for September the 7th, 2022. I plan on putting out another one tomorrow. If y'all got questions, ask me in the Discord. We're always happy to help. See you soon.